Black Knights and the Washington Redskins. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Detroit! Detroit! Now let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A very solid gain of 27.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. This one caught by Crowder. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Second and 10 from the 33-yard line.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Over, 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 over. Detroit, Detroit.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Complete. Richardson has it. His first catch, good for 16 and a first. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Damon Harrison busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
He'll look to throw. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
As if he didn't have enough to think about on that route, the comeback route, coming back to the football and catching it, decided to make sure he toe tapped and kept himself in bounds.
And that was spectacular, but on the comeback route, maybe a little easier to deal with the sideline since you've got better vision of it?
I think that's a great point because you should know exactly where you're going and know how much space you have and make sure you get your feet down. But, yeah, coming back to the football, I like it. Good vision.
He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete. That's already the third time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught one of the three.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That'll be caught right side by Reed. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Jordan Reed, his sixth touchdown of the season. And the Redskins take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. They go play action here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. To the air on 2nd down. Murray, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Zach Brown coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Murray. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 19 on 3rd and 18, and that'll move the chains.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in it.
And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. The son Reddick not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun!
Operating from the gun. Murray fighting. Lost the football. And the Redskins scoop it. And they're going to take possession of the football inside the 15 at the 4. 14-yard line. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be first and goal. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll drop the throw. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. Now back to throw. And that is caught by the tight end Reed. Touchdown, Washington. Jordan Reed with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point safely through. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And here now the offense heading back out there. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now Saquon Barkley, and he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down. Here's Lauletta now on second. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again. Just like last week, each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
This is third and long. Here's Lauletta. He's going to let it go deep from Mitchell. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
Well, it's third and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
A good starting spot for the Redskins as they come up first and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Out to the left, it's complete to Dodson. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That one goes for 24 yards. Back to throw now on first down. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's second down. Ball on the 30 as they come up second and 10.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now he'll look to throw here on second and 10. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. The man they call Snacks, Damon Harrison, in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Back live, Charles Davis to my right. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Redskin football to begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough third and long coming up.
Detroit! Detroit! Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
He'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, when you're playing cover 2, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
Here's Lauletta after the interception. Over the middle to Beckham. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another first and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
Lauletta on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Fowler. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Here's Lauletta. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And they'll throw again with Lauletta. He's got a man. It's Mitchell. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down. This quarterback now just 3 of 6 throwing it, but that last completion gets a first down.
Detroit! Detroit!
Again, Lauletta. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Back there to that Philly. Here we go.
On second down, here's Barkley. A nice little juke. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. Lauletta to throw. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And touchdown! Mike Gesicki, his first touchdown on the year. And his guys have made this a one-score game now. Oh, I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is, his first miss, no good. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And what a return. Great field position all the way out to the 48-yard line.
And in return, one first down, you're almost in field goal position.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A gain of 32 that time.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Richardson. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. He'll drop to throw. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Jordan Reed on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now this offense ready to head back out there. On first down, Lauletta. Airing it deep for Fowler. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Lauletta looking for a first down throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 7 yards on the play, and it's a second down. Now here's Lauletta. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Two minutes to play here in the first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down, Lauletta. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Oh, he left this one out to the right. That's a bad miss. No good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Richardson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And now time will be called here as we've got an injured Redskin down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. This quarterback now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Quinn. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
We got three, fellas. Here we go now. 3-19.
They'll set up a throw. And incomplete on the deep ball. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. The Redskins on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Over.
They'll look to throw here. Throw left side is complete to Reed. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
All right, now look at 56.
They're going to look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he gets his down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 10 more there and another first down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Back to throw. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. His throw caught right around the 6. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Jamison Crowder, his first touchdown on the year. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. Point after try forthcoming. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Lauletta looking to throw on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. As they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half. And now the up man has it. It's a fake. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And where the ball is now, you got the field goal pretty much in the bag. Now do you try for the end zone a couple of times?
I don't think there's any question about it. You might get a gift of 6 points rather than the 3 that you just noted that you feel like you already have. Be aggressive, go after it, and try and get those points.
Green 39! Green 39! Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Over! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. That is caught at the 7. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards on the play. The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. So we've reached halftime here in D.C. in our nation's capital with a home team, the Redskins, on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. So here they come, the road team now getting the football first to start this 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. On 2nd down, here's Lauletta. A beautiful fake. And down he'll go at the 25. It'll be a gain of 6, and just like that, it's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
Now it's Laletta. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got it.
That's caught inside the 20. And he'll get inside of Washington's 15 before being taken down. And they rattle off a big one in even 50 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Leopard! Leopard!
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, here we go. 3-19!
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Crowder's got it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there, for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or two in the middle of the field. But if you hit enough crossers and underneath routes and curls, you start to get those guys creeping up, wanting to make plays on the football. It's the equivalent of a change-up in baseball. You show your other stuff, throw the change-up, and on that play, it worked for big yardage.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Check
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Throw left side complete. It's Quinn. 23 yards on the play. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
Now back to throw. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Josh Doxson. That'll bring up 2nd down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. They still can't get it. Fighting him off. Got some real estate inside the 30. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down.
Detroit! Detroit!
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Detroit! Detroit! Over!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he's got room. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Olivier Vernon in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. The Redskins on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Gun, gun! Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
Stop your whining.
Detroit! Detroit! Hot!
Looking to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Olivier Vernon in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Hot!
They'll drop to throw. Airing one out for Crowder. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Washington. Jamison Crowder with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Runs through the contact. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Now this... defensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the ending, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Back now at FedEx Field. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
On the ground, it's Gallman again. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now Gallman. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. They get 14 yards there at a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Gallman will run it. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
Here's Murray. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Lucky 56. Gone.
To throw on 3rd down. Murray. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Fowler. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Detroit!
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to let it go deep. That's caught at the 25. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
We know it's tough enough to pick up first downs on 3rd down plays, but when you go for it on 4th down, sometimes you're actually just praying, and on that play, the prayer was answered.
Gone.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Lucky 56. Hurry up, here we go. Green 39.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Charles, thinking back to what you said in the first quarter, that part of the magic elixir for a road victory for these underdogs was going to be winning the turnover battle. Well, they only have one right now. Look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, not exactly playing to the form that I subscribed, right? When you talk about winning that turnover battle, that evens things out, especially for a road team, especially for a team that's an underdog.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Trying to lay one up deep. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
The Redskins on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39. 44 to Mike. 44 to Mike. Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Hut.
He'll drop to throw. Jackson with a grab over the middle. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a first down on that last catch as well.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark in there to get him for a loss of 5.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit.
He'll look to throw. Airing one out for Crowder. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun.
3-19. Watch the motion.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
This is brought in at the 21. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. And now back out comes the offense. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
They'll run again here with Gallman. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Murray now. And the trick play doesn't work. Good reaction there defensively, and it'll be 4th down. Quentin Dunbar right there on the coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Now a desperation throw deep downfield into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? From the gun, Murray. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play.
Watch him now, Barney, Barney. Gun, 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 gun. All right, now, lucky 56, lucky 56.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Murray, the quick slant caught. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and goal.
Watch him now, Barney, Barney.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. It's the fullback with his first career NFL touchdown. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. The offense going to stay on the field as they will line up and go for 2. Operating from the gun, Murray. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a 1st down. That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking deep downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game, and so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. All right, now, lucky 56.
On first down, Murray flush to his right. Always got some breathing room. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth.
Lucky 56.
Throwing on first down. Murray, he's going to let it fly. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their fourth pick of the game. Instead, second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Off-play action. Murray. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. The Redskins looking for another timeout, and they get it. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And this offense on third down today, they've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This will be third and forever. Looking to throw. Murray. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Watch two. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch him now, Barney. Gun.
Back to throw. Murray. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Well, on fourth down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, fourth down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
Watch him now, Barney. Gun. Detroit.
Try interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.